Hi guys, this is Maria. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to do a lot of repotting and propagating and just cleaning up some plants that have been in same pot for 2-3 years. I'm going to also show you my cacti collection and then do a quick unboxing of new plants that I purchased. So let's start with some repotting projects and cleaning up plants. This has been one very unhappy season. It was under lights, didn't like it, and then I took it to conservatory and then got mealybugs at the conservatory. There is infestation. Here was sprayed, so it got burned. So I have to spray it now with alcohol, and my plan is to repot it. I'm thinking either to keep it in the same pot or put it in a terracotta pot and make maybe 2 different pots with the same plant. Not sure, but a lot of debris, as you can see, these leaves are that fell off and left the branches kind of bare, so not happy. Let's see what we're gonna do. I think I'm gonna start by just cleaning the debris. This is just the cutting that never established, so I'm gonna just shorten it and hopefully tuck it in, and it's gonna root. And this is trash. This, I don't like how it looks, so I'm gonna chop it off. Clean it up. It's like it's completely dried up. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna have to cut it further up with the hope that it's gonna root there. This bloom here, I'm gonna cut that off. Cleaning this side a little bit. This is kind of dragging, so this has to be cut. So I'm gonna cut it right here, and hopefully I can do something with this. Doesn't look really good, but maybe I can root at least this top. Okay. I decided to keep it in the same pot. So I'm just gonna add these cuttings that I trimmed a bit. Oh, it looks a little bit better. Next project is this Crassula. I forgot the name, but it was in a conservatory and had mealybugs. Still has some, so I'm gonna have to spray it like this aggressively with alcohol. This is 70% alcohol. These big pieces, I don't like how they look. They haven't been growing anything, so I'm gonna actually separate them from this pot, clean the debris, and just make it look a little bit better. I don't know why these big pieces have never grown anything. Nothing. So I'm just gonna spray it now on this side too. Suppose it can go in the same pot. Alright, just need some cleaning. I think that's better. This one I trimmed a few times in the past, but there is still some leggy parts. I think I'm gonna cut this one off right here. It's just too leggy, and then propagate these tops. This one got such a beautiful color since it got outside. I'm really enjoying it. And that's the one that did not burn. Just clean the debris. And then I want to pull out these that rooted. You can see close up. I'm going to place those in a separate pot. There's a few of them that are really cute. Look at, there's roots and there's a little baby growing. Adorable. And then this one here. And this one here. This one has a little bit of mealybugs. I need to spray that one. This one is very little, so I might not pull that one. What is this? I think this one can go. Then on this other side, there is few of them growing, like this one. This one I might leave. Alright. The two that I just cut to cuttings, I will place here in the middle to root. And the ones that are already rooted, I will give a new pot. These root pretty fast and they look. So I'm happy now how it looks. I'm gonna put it back on the deck and find the pot for these guys. These guys are all potted up. And this one here, I really think it needs a bigger pot. So I got this one, which is a little bit bigger. I need to get some soil. These are two new additions that I need to pot up. This here is some type of echeveria, if I remember what Ed from Gas Farms told me. To me, it reminds a little bit to Aeonium. And last year I didn't really like it because it looked like a bush when it grows bigger. But since they cut up this one and it had only small rosettes, you can see it's a mature plant. It had almost like a bonsai look. I liked it. And you can see it's root bound. It was in one of those pots that they have. So it needs more soil and more space. So I'm gonna get her a bigger pot. There is one little rosette that fell off, but I'm sure it's gonna root. And then I got this. He kept saying, "You have this." But I don't think I do. It's not as small as Crassula rupestris, but it's not as big as Crassula springtime. It looks like a hybrid to me of Crassula. Just gonna need a little more soil. It's gonna be all ready. I just finished potting this up in the pot that I had from a Crassula, and just gonna add this little rosette that fell off. That's it. It's ready. And I'm gonna sweep this up. This echeveria is a result of propagation of one really big echeveria that I got from Home Depot on clearance at the end of summer 2 years ago. So this is one of the heads, and then this is like a growth from a stem, and it really shrinked on the light, so I took it to conservatory and it got wider. But it got mealybugs because when it gets warmer in the desert dome, there is quite a bit of mealybugs. So I sprayed it with alcohol and then it burned, as you can see here. So I think it's going to be the best to propagate it all over again, since it hasn't been propagated for a while. So I'm going to do something that gives me a lot of pleasure, and I think it gives you as well. I'm gonna cut this with a thread. And now just there, easy. Alright guys, so there it is. So I hope I'm gonna remove a few leaves. I just hope it's gonna outgrow these leaves when it roots and just gets bigger. I'll try to propagate some of these leaves as well. Okay, so that is it. And then there's this left stem. This, I think it's okay. Also was attacked by mealybugs, so I sprayed it a little bit. I think it's doing better. Maybe I'm just gonna leave it as it is. So I'm gonna put it back to conservatory. I have been thinking about separating this for a while because it's huge. This was gift from Estella Aguilar, and look at how big it is. It actually really looks cute the way it is, like this, like a bouquet. So I'm kind of conflicted about what to do, but it is getting a little too wide, and I think that it's probably root bound as well. Well, it's not really bad. So let's see, there's basically two plants here. There is crested and regular, and I put them together when I got them as a gift. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and just separate them. They seem to be easy to separate. There. So I'm gonna, since I took it out of the pot, use this opportunity to clean the debris. I like when crested form is well cleaned. There's a lot of dry leaves. Just kind of getting my finger there. So some of this plant is now back to regular form, some is still crested. So there's crested part, there is regular. But I don't think I'm gonna be separating it. Just gonna clean it. All right, that looks better. So back to the pot. Just gonna add some more soil. So that's one pot now, and then I have this other part of the plant, cleaning again from debris. Hi, Kylo. No. So this one is a little bit smaller, but I think it can still look pretty. Cleaned well. Okay, so almost there. So this is how the other pot will look like. I'm just gonna need some more soil. So this is my Sedum Trelesi, and I don't think I can describe how I differentiate this one from Sedum Clavatum, but I just know when I look at them, I always know which one is which. This one was in conservatory, and as you can see, it has grown a lot, and it's a little bit leggy. It was a little bit dehydrated, had some mealybugs, so I brought it home to spray it, and I just wanted to cut this leggy branch and maybe separate few cuttings for myself, and then bring the main plant back to conservatory. So I'm definitely gonna cut this because this has been kind of even on a shelf dragging. So I'm just gonna go and cut it right here, there. Now I'm gonna propagate it. So it has like a little aerial root here. So I think I'm gonna cut right there so I can use that little root. Actually, I think I'm gonna cut all the way here just so it has nicer shape. Remove some bottom leaves. It's end of the day, so you can see the sky is beautiful. Had a long day at work, so I'm just kind of sitting and chilling outside. This cutting that I took, it actually had a bloom. So that, and then I don't like how this looks here, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut that. And because the top is kind of nice and compact, I think I'm gonna propagate that little piece. I also like this little branch here, so I'm gonna cut that one and propagate. Maybe just make a tiny little pot for me here. It looks already better. I'm just kind of wondering if I should also cut this piece a little, because it is a little bit stretched and a little bit dehydrated. I don't like too much how it looks. So let me see if I can pull it out. Oh, so that was a cutting. I must have cut this a month ago. That's why it's a bit dehydrated, so it's gonna be alright. So I found a pot that's a little bit bigger, so I'm gonna just try to move this plant carefully. Not coming out. There. I got it out with only 3 leaves that fell off, so that's not too bad. All right. Okay, so now I'm gonna add those cuttings. This one that's already rooted, I'm gonna just put it back and water it well. Okay. And this is that new cutting. Also, this is how the pot looks now. It's much nicer. I just wanna take another cutting for myself because I just have these 2 little ones so far. So I want at least one more for the little pot. So I'm thinking either this one, I think I'm gonna take that one. And then just clean up a little bit. Okay. So I have a small black pot here, and I'm gonna put the cuttings in there. And this cute one that has like triple head. yeah, I mean my little sedum trellis pot. And this one is going back to conservatory. I just need to clean it up. I think it looks much better. Another one that I wanted to rearrange a little bit is this one. So it had a long branch that was dragging, and that was the top of the branch. So I ended up rooting, cutting it off, and shortening this head and rooting it. You can see a little difference. This one is under lights, and this one is in conservatory. It's a little bit different color. It had mealybugs in a conservatory, so when it came under lights I had to spray it, but it's growing. It no longer has mealybugs, so it's doing really good. I was thinking about maybe keeping the small ones and putting the big ones back in the conservatory, or maybe putting this big one back with the little new growth, and then maybe having these two under lights. I don't know, haven't decided. I might just return this one to conservatory back and then just keep this one under lights. So here is how these two smaller ones look together in a square pot. This is the big one. I can't decide which one of these two pots I want to return to conservatory, and I still have a bunch of the new growth in this pot that's going also back to conservatory. I just received plant mail, guys, as I was doing repotting and propagation, and I wanted to quickly share with you what I got. I have 3 plants here from Michelle McCallum. Her website is Succulent Eden, and no heat pack because it's summertime. So I love her prices and her plants, and she has great customer service. I always have great experience with her. This is, guys, another Cheveria Agaboides Romeo. I have one, and it's a little bit smaller when I bought it, and I just wanted to have 2, so I got another one. They have such amazing colors when they're under lights. They get even deeper red than this, and I'm really enjoying these, and I want to figure out how to propagate them because the one that I chopped off did not produce anything from the stem, so I think I'm gonna have to cut this. Here it is, guys. The next one. This one is Korean import. I think it's actually absolutely gorgeous. Look at these colors, guys. I'm so excited about this one. I'll post the actual name. I forgot what it is. And then I actually forgot what I bought, so I don't even remember. It's like a surprise. What was third plant? It's a little Crassula columella. I'm so excited. Look at how pretty these are. Adorable. Can't wait to pot them, and then I'm going to show you all 3 one more time. Here is one more quick unboxing. As you can see, the box is really small, and I ordered this plant because it's variegated, and I ordered 2 because Amanda, that I volunteer with at the conservatory, she also wanted to have one of these plants, so we can kind of split the shipping. So for the longest time I didn't even know that there is this type of plant, and then when it showed up on Leaf and Clay site, and it was a really good price, I was excited to get it. So here it is, guys. This is a variegated Crassula rupestris, so it's not same as pastel, like Tom Stum, something completely different. So here are some of the new additions all potted up. So this is new Romeo. This is the one that I got from a same seller, a little bit smaller one. Then let's see where the other ones are. There is Columella. This is a variegated rupestris. Just a a slight variegation. This is the regular one, so you can see that there is like a little bit of yellow, white in it. And then the last one, I think this is Echeveria Anancosi, something like that. Here in our master bathroom, we have a little window facing northwest. It's the worst possible side for plants, so I rotate plants here all the time. Plus it's humid because it's bathroom. So these guys were here during part of the winter, and now, you know, through spring till the beginning of the summer, and I think it's a time to let them live life outside and enjoy some time. First I had cavortias, now these, and I'm thinking now to put one of the tropical plants here. So I'm gonna just repot these and move them from here. I'm gonna put them in black pots, just like other cacti are in black pots. This was a cutting, so probably is root bound here, but doesn't need a ton more space. Wow, it grew so much. Look at all these roots, guys. That's pretty amazing. So Amanda, that I work with at the conservatory, we volunteered together. She gave me chicken grit, and I love it. I actually did top dressing with chicken grit on all my cacti, so I'm gonna show you how cute they look. It really hasn't been moving like perlite or purpose. I'm sure over time it will sink a little bit and make soil heavy, but so far they were on heavy rains and I didn't notice much changes. But look how pretty it is. Alright. This one here also, I don't think it has terribly big roots, but yeah, this one's gonna be okay. Alright, a little bit of chicken grit. This one is really pokey, like catches on your skin. I don't like it too much, only when it's little I like it. So when it gets bigger, I usually get rid of it or give it to conservatory because it's very pokey. There, that one is done too. Alright, and chicken grit for this last one. I have a few different Maranta plants, and I was thinking to place this green one that has a whitish beige pot that kind of goes well with our bedroom colors. Let's see if it's gonna do well in that west-north window. So we're gonna try it out. Looks cute there. We just lost power, so I can't turn on my light. It's so noisy outside at the moment, guys, but I wanted to make this video while the blooms are open. Look at how pretty they are. This is one, I think it's called chin cactus, and this one here, look at how many blooms it has. I'm just sad that this one didn't open just yet. It's really close. And that one has red blooms that are a bit darker than this one. But yeah, those are all my cacti here. So as you can see, I have kept mostly smaller size ones. I don't have any that are bigger than fitting in these side spots. So this is a golden barrel. This is a peanut cactus variety. This is Opuntia that's growing new petal. Then this one, I don't know what it is. That one struggle with pests a lot. This one I think is called Noto Cactus Magnificus. This is a roadkill cactus. Chola, Opuntia, variegated Joseph coat. Look at how beautiful the colors are. Then I have this one, I forgot the name, but it's growing a lot of new pieces here. Then I have some smaller ones, like those, a lot of Opuntias, this one and this one, then this white one, and another one over there. This is the one that I brought from Serbia as 2 little cuttings. As you can see now, there is a lot of new growth, and it bloomed earlier this year. It's a type of mammillaria, I don't know exactly which one. This one is really cool, very pokey. Here is my mammillaria longata, just beautiful. This is Astrophytum ornatum. Another mammillaria here. This is Opuntia baby Rita that's actually growing new petals here, and over there, so that's exciting. Another Astrophytum. This is the one that I had, very big one, and the big one is planted in the desert dome in a conservatory. I donated it, and I started from its cuttings, new pot. This is a pine cone cactus. This is Tetrocactus articulatus, paper spine cactus. This one is really neat, like I think it's called Esposta lanata nana. It looks soft, but it's not super soft. And there is another pretty one. Blue candle. This was a gift from one of my clients. It's really cute, grafted red cactus. There is a little Repotia that bloomed earlier this year beautifully with orange flowers. Minting cactus, 2 varieties. Another peanut cactus variety. Crested form of, I forgot which one this is. Is that the Palastia? Not sure. Another kind of Opuntia that's really pokey. More Opuntia. This is spiral cactus that is doing really good. And this is Rainbow Burst, the Genovia. This is a mouse tail. Then this is Mexican Post, Castle Cactus. This one bloomed also a lot, and it's still preparing to bloom. And then this is my totem cactus, guys. They both rooted that I brought from Arizona, but unfortunately I dropped them off from the shelf and one cracked. Look at this. So I decided I'm gonna just wait with hope it's gonna grow taller, and then eventually behead it and try to root it again. This one is not bruised so much, but that one doesn't have a lot of roots. They're really small. This one is established now, not moving around. I'm so glad, guys, these opened up. They're just so beautiful. I think those are all the ones that I have. Oh yeah, there's 3 more to show you. In addition to cacti that I have shown you outside on the deck, I also have these 4 little Astrophytums that I brought from Serbia, and also this big Opuntia. I have another one outside that I'm going to show you in a few seconds, but these are same ones as the one that we have in the conservatory. It produces so many petals that we a lot of times have to throw away tens and tens of these in garbage because we cannot propagate all of them and sell all of them. So sometimes I will take cutting and root it myself and keep it until it gets too big. This is another one of the same Puntia. It's really big already, has nice root system, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep both of those by the winter time. As always, thank you so much guys for watching. See you soon in the next video.